Hey everyone, this is Towelliee with TGN and welcome to the Firelands. This is Beth'tilac Hardmode 25-man. Now, a few things here to remember. The spiderlings, avoid the nasty ore they leave on the ground. It slows you and it damages you. Bad. Engorged broodlings are new to the fight. They will fixate on you via 3 beams. They come from the spiderling caves. And only you can see the beams. You cannot let these broodlings touch the raid. Do whatever you can. Use death knights to AMS before they even hit anybody. Hunters are also good. Drones will now fixate on a random member of the raid. While the tank is tanking the drones on the lower level, he will run towards somebody, fixate on them, and start damaging them. But for minimal damage. It's no damage at all. You just want to make sure you turn them away from the raid for the frontal little lava spew that they do. So if you get fixated by a drone, take it, turn it away, that's it. Also, if you want a perfect ground aspect of this fight, watch TSW's video on TGN from a warrior tank point of view. It's very awesome. This fight is all about execution, folks. And it took us a while to execute it, but we finally got it down. We actually had a 0% wipe to this boss. I was the only one alive with 20k HP left, and I died. Go Towelliee, failure. Now, spinners, spiderlings, and drones. Make sure you get all these spinners down. I know a lot of the players in our raid had to use their taunts to get these spinners down. I used my Hand of Reckoning, get the first one down. I take the web, go up, Towelliee going up. Spider pig, spider pig. So now, what changed about my gearing set with Beth'tilac was I was using a block cap set earlier, excuse me. And with the block cap set, you mitigated a lot of damage during these phases where you tank her up top. But when it came to the last phase, that 28,000 loss in HP from having a stamina set really hurt the tanks. Well, me in general. So we were told to just basically, go ahead and gear full stamina, because a lot of the top guilds in the world were using full stamina for their gear sets, the paladins. And I rocked about 222k HP here, tanking Beth'tilac, and that made it a lot easier for me not to get insta-gibbed, by 3 straight hits for like 70k. Because even though I'm mitigating a lot of the damage, she does hit you for like about 100,000 damage, and you're only mitigating about 23k of it. So we went full stamina here, double trinkets, gems, 60 stamina gems. While you're up here, avoid the meteors, don't get hit by them. Also, try to keep the ass of the boss away from the fire patches. It'll make it a lot easier on your rogues. I know the rogues in my guild wanted to kill me on half of our attempts, but I did a better job later on of actually moving the boss around so that the fire patches aren't there. As you can see there, the drone fixates on me automatically. I get a nice little skull on my head, and I turn it away. Bada bing, bada bang. That's it. In come the spinners. I taunt mine down, and you basically rinse and repeat. You want to make sure your DPS is on par. Every time I come down, usually the drone should be at about 5 or 10%. If you're at about 60% on the drone and you're behind on DPS, that's pretty much bad. That means that it might have a chance of actually going up and quickening Beth'tilac's smoldering devastation. What happens is if you don't kill the drone fast enough, a little web will come up. It will go, itsy bitsy spider, went up to Beth'tilac, and then it'll go up to Beth'tilac, and it'll do a channel on her, making her Smoldering Devastation cooldown or energy bar, as you can see on the bottom under her unit frame there. What happened here, I have no idea. The camera just went totally ballistic. I'm like trying to figure out, I can't see what's going on. I can't see where her ass is. Is there a fire patch? How am I going to get through a Smoldering Devastation? But the energy bar for Beth'tilac before Smoldering Devastation is right underneath her unit frame there. It's the mana bar. And what the drone does is it channels her and it makes that bar go faster. And you don't want that because that means that you have to pick up the DPS on the bottom on the drone. So here we go. I did a pretty good job of at least, mitigating as much damage as I can, rotating cooldowns. I didn't want to use too many cooldowns toward the last 2 upper level phases because I wanted to save them for the last phase, which is the most intense phase of probably, any fight I've seen, I guess, in the last, I don't know, since probably Wrath of the Lich King, I would say. But here we go. We had 2 drones up. We killed one quickly. Another drone came. So right now we're really good on DPS. I taunt down my spinner. As you can see here, Beth'tilac is not raining on the raid. She's not doing her little pee, her little spew, whatever it is. What we do is we have a mage stay up there with the boss. Not taunt the boss. I guess, the boss will attack whoever's up there. That mage will ice block. And as long as someone is actually on the boss up top, the boss will not spew at all. And that will save a lot of mana on your healers. You can easily do it with a tank as well. As she's casting Smoldering Devastation, have a tank at about 2 or 1 seconds, just bubble bubble taunt the boss, stay up there, and by the time your bubble is over, you can pop your own cooldown. The healer should be up there and ready to just start healing you again. So that's another way you can conserve mana in this fight. Now, as you can see there, I'm trying to move the boss so her ass isn't on the fire there, and the rogues don't, you know, yell at me and degrade me and be like, Towelliee, you noob cake, go build yourself a fucking bakery and get her ass out of the fire. So this is the last go round here. We get her down to about, hopefully, 75%. When she goes down, this will be the last time because she'll come down herself, and in comes phase 2. Now, during phase 2, she's going to basically just have a stacking buff on herself that makes her deal more damage to her primary target. It's also going to do more AoE damage to the entire raid. She does like an AoE fire explosion. It's really not that, it's not good at all. Through all the wipes that we've been, it was pretty terrible. But we finally got the cooldown rotation going on the raid and on the tanks. And here we go, folks, phase 2. Now, as you can see on the left side, you can see the incoming damage is not that crazy right now. I popped my Holy Shield to give myself some good mitigation there, mitigating 50% of her damage done. Put dots on the drone. The drone's eventually going to die. She will place a debuff on their primary target called Widow's Kiss. Widow's Kiss is basically a stacking debuff on you that will take you, make you take less healing per, I guess, tick of it. So if it stays too long on a tank, it gets to 10 stacks, and you're taking, you know, 100% less damage done, which means you're taking no damage, and you're probably going to get 2-shot. So what was happening at first is the tanks were basically just taunting by just taunting. We were just going taunting, which wasn't giving the healers a lot of time to react to the other tank taunting. So as usual, we went, you know, we took it not old school, but we kind of did a little bit more organized, you know, a little bit more professional. And when the other tank got the Widow's Kiss, you know, we did a countdown, you know, Towelliee taunting in 3, 2, 1, and then you hit your taunt, and then you pop a cooldown. Here we go. We're about to start hitting almost 20 stacks. 20 stacks is when we actually start using Rallying Cry. You'll see the list coming up when we get to that moment. So here we go. I take the boss. I pop my Ardent Defender, and that's going to give me a pretty good amount of you know, damage reduction. I also go ahead and I pop my Stone Form, 10% more. Awesome. Also, you do a lot of damage in this fight. Your vengeance is always going to be at about 100%. So 20 stacks, we pop Lust, Hero, whatever you want to call it. 20 to 22 stacks, we have Rallying Cry. 22 to 24 is my Raid Wall. 24 to 26 stacks is Aura Mastery. 26 to 28, Barrier. 28 to 30, Barrier. 30 to 32 is the other Protection Paladin doing his Raid Wall. Then after 30, it's basically all healing CDs, Hope, Tranks, everything you can think of. The damage is totally insane right now, but we did a really, really good job of executing this fight and basically just keeping everyone alive. I don't believe anyone died at all. So there you go. The tank gets the Widow's Kiss. Towelliee goes taunting in 3, 2, 1, and then I taunt. And I don't know what happened here. I guess the other tank still had a lot of threat pipe, and I was like, oh my god. Click Righteous Defense. Clicker! They caught it. Oh, no. And, yeah, usually I have my Righteous Defense set up so that I just right-click on my frames on whoever has aggro and I get aggro. But I got Guardian Spirit, pop my Guardian of the Ancient Kings for my shield wall, and down goes Beth'tilac. Everyone alive. It was a perfectly executed fight. Good damage all around. Congrats to us and Huge in Japan on Kill Jaden Alliance, huge-guild.net. Thank you, everyone, for watching. This has been Towelliee with TGN. Visit me on my personal YouTube account, youtube.com/ConsoleCrusader. Watch me on my live stream, justin.tv/Towelliee, as well as facebook.com/Towelliee, twitter.com/TowelTheTank. Holy Shield is my personal website. She did drop the heroic weapon. I did not get it, but I did get the heroic chest piece. Yeah, mastery, baby, all the way. Hope you all had fun. I had fun on this fight, even though we wiped for like, I don't know, I'd say 70, 80, 90 times. Hopefully you all have a good time. If you have any questions or concerns, please post them down in the comments, and I will try my best to help you. If you have any suggestions on any abilities or anything that we might have done wrong that your guild did that worked perfectly fine, by all means, post that as well. I'm asking, did you get the sword? Because I didn't see it posted. I want the swords! Peace out.